Hi, I'm Kate. This is a quick walk around of the outside of the 2022 Hyundai IONIQ 5 all-wheel drive limited. Nikki's going to talk to you about the inside in a moment, but I'm just going to show you around some of the design elements that make this a really distinctive vehicle. First up, you have these vents that open up to improve aerodynamics as needed. Then just above it, you have these LED lights integrated into the front bumper here, these little tiger stripes that just glow. And then above it, LED headlamps with a pixelated look that just carries through the entire design of the vehicle. Up top, you have this clamshell hood that opens to reveal the frunk, if you can call it that, although it is no longer the smallest frunk that we've seen. That small frunk does make sense because underneath here is the 74 kilowatt front motor. At the back, there's 165 kilowatts. Together they produce 605 Newton meters of torque. That's 446 pound-feet. At the side here, of course, we have the kind of folding flat handles that are de rigueur for modern EVs. They do disappear when the car is in motion, and they will pop out if you just walk up to the car with a key. Got folding side mirrors on the Limited, and underneath a 77.6 kilowatt hour battery. At the back, under a ridiculously flappy little charging flap, is the all-important CCS port. On an 800 volt charger, that gives you the all-important 10 to 80% charge time of just 18 minutes. This being the Limited, it comes with these 20-inch wheels, which are at least a more interesting design than what we've seen with a lot of the more aerodynamic ones. And when you open the door, unlike some other vehicles, it doesn't have a gigantic flat side covering the battery pack. This has a more interesting sill step that covers that depth better. At the back here, you see a lot of the design elements carried through from the front of the vehicle. You have these slashes down here, same as at the front. You have these gorgeous pixelated lights and Hyundai's smoother, more aero logo. You will notice on this beautiful flatback, there is no rear wiper, which of course irritates me, as does the fact the camera down here gets covered in dirt when there's anything other than a little bit of dust. At the back here, you have 27.2 cubic feet of space. That's 770 litres. You have a small 12 volt accessory socket, and underneath the floor there is mainly a subwoofer or some other part of the really very good entertainment system. But that really takes you to Nikki on the inside.
The inside of the Hyundai IONIQ 5 all-wheel drive limited edition is very light and airy, and that's partly thanks to this massive full-length glass roof, which has a fully integrated shade. Unlike the Volkswagen ID.4 shade, it actually closes pretty quickly. Thanks to the lack of connection between the center armrest and the center console, there's a lot more space here. The front passenger has more room for their legs, and there's more room for the driver as well. One of the interesting key features about this car is the fact that you can move the center console forwards. There's a lever right down by your knee. You grab it, you pull it, and you can move the whole center console forwards or backwards to a number of different positions. Just like the Three Bears and the Porridge, this steering wheel is neither too large, too small, it is in fact just right. And like the fabled Cortex steering wheel of the venerable Austin Allegro, this has a flattened off bottom, which gives your legs a little bit more space. In front of the driver, you've got not one, but two full LED displays that are both fully customizable. The one in the center of the vehicle, of course, being fully touchscreen operated. In front of the driver, in this particular version of the IONIQ 5, you also have a really beautiful full-color head-up display. Behind the steering wheel are paddles that allow you to adjust regenerative braking, and all of the other controls are in the usual positions, including fully automatic headlights and fully automatic windshield wipers. All of these gauges are really nice, but two other features worth noting is the onboard vehicle-to-load capability that allows you to power small household appliances from the battery in this car. thanks to a main socket located in the rear seat area and one that you can adapt to the rear of your car in the charging inlet. The other thing that's worth noting is, of course, the fully reclining front seat, which is perfect if you happen to be waiting for your car to charge. There's a button down here by my seat, and I can press it, and then the seat will fully recline. Bye! Unlike a lot of cars in its class, the rear seats for this vehicle are fully adjustable, meaning you can move the rear seats forwards or backwards, and you can also adjust the rake of the rear seat back. There's also a window shade that you can pull up to darken the inside of the vehicle, perfect if you have small children or animals. And there's plenty of legroom, so even if you're a fully grown adult, you shouldn't have too much trouble sitting back there. Despite the EV6 and this car being built on the same chassis, I've got to give it to Hyundai. The use of interior space in this car is far better than that found in the EV6. So that's it for today's look around the car. Don't worry, there is a full drive review coming very soon. And thanks to Hyundai for hooking us up with this car to drive for a week, even if it's already started raining. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave your thoughts below or in our free to join Discord chat room. There are links in the video description. And if you really liked this video, why not leave us a super thanks? It's easy to do, and everything you do send goes towards helping us make great content. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and our other channel, Transport Evolved Take 2, and you can give the bell a gentle ding to make sure you're told when our next video goes live. Thanks on behalf of the entire TE crew go out to everyone who makes this possible. And I really do mean everyone. That includes everyone who supports us on Patreon and YouTube, and those who just watch and share the videos. And if you're a supporter at the charged up level, you'll see your name right here on my right hand side. Thanks to our self-driving tier supporters, Chris Maxwell, Pedro Mura Pinheiro, Patrick Boyarski, Bennett Elder, Brian Newton, Dave Kitchen, Michael Goad, Ricky Leon, Andrew Martin, Guido Drahota, Brophy Wolf, Tazla in the Gong, Gordon C, Stephen O'Donoghue, Carl Hodgson, Anthony Coates, Regine Fellows, Jim Burness, Chris Asentar, Chris and Michael Johnson, Peter Dillinger and Denny Hyde, and of course, super out of this world thanks to our appropriately named Starman supporters. They are Anonymous Freak, Marcel Ward, Reggie Watts, Rory Litwin, Joe Bresney, Rita, JP Fagerback, Russ, Will Graylin, Matthew Drobnak, John Lyons, Andrew Glenn, Paul Conway, Laura Reynolds, Ellery Hensley, and Ian. If you would like to be part of that amazing list of people, you can join Patreon at the link below. You can hit the join button to support us on YouTube, or you can send us Ko-fi, or you can visit our swag store, or you could literally just share our content, because if you're unable to support us financially, know that watching the video and sharing it really does make a massive difference to how our channel does. Thanks for joining me and Kate, and as always, keep evolving.